Think the Culture and Animals Foundation. Think, create, explore, celebrate.
Hello everyone. So my name is Kim Stallwood and I am on the board of directors of the Culture and Animals Foundation, which is a US-based not-for-profit organization founded by the philosopher Tom Regan and his wife Nancy Regan in 1985. The reason why we're here today is because the Culture and Animals Foundation has awarded to Sue Coe the annual Nancy Regan Arts Prize for 2022. Sue, hello, and congratulations on the award.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much.
Now, I know that you and the Regans go way back. Please tell us something about how you met and how the relationship developed and what you've learned from all that time that you spent with Tom and Nancy.
They gave me the first award, which was just absolutely shocking. Do you remember that, Kim? It was the Activist of the Year award. It was at Tom's big meeting in North Carolina. And I was looking around in the audience for another Sue Coe. I just couldn't believe it. It was just so stunning. And it was such a beautiful, beautiful gift. And now this gift, it just is like a bookend to the 40 years of work I've done. And when I first met Tom, he wrote to me and I was feeling very isolated because there weren't very many animal rights artists at all. And then I asked him to do the introduction to the book Dead Meat, that I visited 40 different slaughterhouses and feedlots. And he did a magnificent job with it. From thenceforth, you know, we'd always check back with each other because he was a massive intellect. And I used to meet Tom at Gary Francione's loft, Gary and Anna's loft, and we'd be debating everything. And I didn't know much. I mean, I knew slaughterhouses and I knew that had to be shared, but I didn't have any grounding whatsoever in the history, difference between utilitarianism, rights, liberation. I had nothing to go on. So I would listen to them and you. I mean, you've been an incredible influence on me. I mean, it's, as you always said, Kim, those were the days when there was an overarching unity in terms of the movement. It wasn't fragmented into corporate non-profits. Anyone was free to write and debate and discuss, and then it became all privatized. And I miss those big conferences Tom had, and that's where I met so many friends. I mean, I've got the same friends today that I'd never meet in a million years, that I wouldn't have any potential of meeting, that I'd meet at those conferences. Then as time went on, Tom wanted to bring in culture because when something's witnessed alone in isolation, it's not real in that sense. But when culturally it's shared with others, it becomes real. And the viewer decides this is art and this is something they agree with or something they've also seen, and it becomes a community. So that was the importance of what Tom and Nancy did in aligning the ideology of rights with culture and broaden it out to so many different people from everywhere, all over the world, doing this subject matter. You know, I feel very positive about the animal rights movement. It's the only movement I do feel absolutely positive about. You know, I could be with someone that's completely ideologically different from me. I mean, I'm communist, very much on the left. And I could be with someone that's never given politics a thought. And they are as interested, intense about rescuing animals as anybody else. So from that bond, which goes beyond language or background, you suddenly make other links. And so it's very much global movement through culture. Witnessing in isolation is not healthy, but when you share the witnessing, it becomes real on a societal level. And then one can start to shift the structures, the political structures. And I think we're getting to a point, and I think Tom probably would agree, that we've had decades of vegans now and animal rights activists, and they will become museum curators. They will become judges. They're becoming lawyers. They're becoming journalists. Grassroots is shifting that tower of speciesism. That's why I'm so hopeful about it, is that I can go and be with Lek in Thailand, you know, and it's the same language.
Yeah. Why do you think art is a good vehicle to promote animal rights?
In a very, very, very basic way, cameras are banned in most animal exploitation scenarios. So one is either forced to go undercover or go in with a pencil. And going in with a pencil is an amazing experience where people who one is depicting, humans and animals, can see the process, and animals can certainly see the process. Art is about slowing time down. And for a slaughterhouse worker, for them to see themselves depicted opens up a dialogue whereby they start to communicate what they're doing, and they can see the movements, their movements in a sketchbook. To say it's a soul destroying job is not even appropriate, but they can see themselves as participants in the slaughter. You know, I was drawing once in a circus. I was just in the audience. I had the sketchbook and it was pretty dark. And the ringmaster saw me drawing, and the whole the spotlight went right on me. The collateral was me, not the animal. And it's the same in drawing in zoos, which I've done, is that children see zoo animals as entertainment, as not living beings. But when they see drawing of the animal, they immediately gravitate to the process of drawing. When Rembrandt did the elephant, you know, this incredible elephant drawing, one of the first, he would have seen that for the first time. We're now seeing through his eyes. We're not looking into Rembrandt's eyes and thinking, well, what was Rembrandt thinking? We're seeing what the elephant is thinking from 400 years ago. The drawing lives in that moment, and also in moments that leap over centuries. And that's the power of culture, is that it just twists the mind into not what you think you're seeing, but what is seeing you.
How do you cope with seeing the world and depicting the world as you see it?
The work's a mission to make vegans, and I can tell success and failure almost immediately with the art. So in that way, to be an animal rights activist gives one's life so much meaning. So I ask people when they look at my work, have I made you a vegan? No. Please educate me how I can do better. Please tell me what I can do better to help you become vegan. And they will tell me. That's a gift. The book I did, Animals Vegan Manifesto, came about because I asked someone, you've been with me all these days at the university and you're still not a vegan. What am I doing wrong? And he said, I'll think about it. And he came back the next day and he told me. He said, you're not showing me a positive vegan life. You're not showing me a positive vegan world. And I thought, yes, that's what I'll do. And so I did that in the book. That's the last chapter. Instead of just the grind of the war against others, this is what a vegan world could look like. This is how we can dream of something different.
Yeah.
And that was a gift.
Yeah. Well, it truly is a gift. I think many people feel that you are the leading preeminent artist the representing animals and veganism. And with that thought, I want to just sort of reiterate again, congratulations on the award from the Culture and Animals Foundation, the Nancy Regan Arts Prize. I look forward to many more years of great art from you and provocative images and provocative things to say.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Culture and Animals Foundation. It means a lot to me. Thank you.